Go this way, you could go that way. Have you heard of sliding doors? Had I not made some decisions in my past, my whole life could have been very different. I'm a video coach, but I used to be a casting director. And when I was a casting director, a big part of my job was traveling around the country, speaking in front of groups to anyone in the industry. Now, let me tell you something. At the time, I really enjoyed it. I got to travel. I got to meet new people. I got to help people. So to me, it was kind of a dream. What no one really knew was that I struggle with anxiety and panic attacks. I know I'm not alone now, but at the time it felt very isolating. No one really talked about this a lot. It was starting to become more and more common. One day, I go to my speaking engagement. I'm standing in a very small room and it was hot. And these are all like little triggers, right? You start to notice there's no windows. There's a lot of people. It was like standing room only. There were people sitting on the ground. So it was like 50 people in a room that was probably meant for 20. I hadn't eaten, so my blood sugar was low. I was on a lot of caffeine. These are all triggers for anxiety. I'm standing in front of this group and I'm talking. I start to feel the panic rising and the anxiety and those feelings like I'm going to pass out or I'm going to vomit. Got through it, asking for a glass of water. And I said, can you please open the door? And what happened after that was I decided in that moment, no more. I'm no longer going to be speaking in front of crowds. I know it gives me extra money. It gives me extra exposure. I know I enjoy doing it, but clearly my body can't handle it. I'm not going through that again. And there was a moment in my life sitting and hanging out with a group of girlfriends talking about like what we wanted to do in our lives and what made us happy. Someone said, hey, Donna, I remember like you used to do a lot of those classes. Why don't you do that anymore? I was embarrassed and ashamed to explain to people, I have anxiety. And one of the girls had said to me in that moment, how do you know it's going to happen again? And I said, I don't. I'm scared of the what if. And the conversation then turned into, so you're going to live your life being dictated by the what if. If you start living your life with a what if, you're not going to be able to live. So I started speaking again. And the first time I did it, I was nervous as all, but guess what? I did it. And the second time I did it, it got better. It gets better every single time. Because the only thing that gets you through any sort of fear is by doing the scary thing. You can read the books, you can do the meditations, you can calm your body. But if you don't actually try and do the scary thing, you probably won't be able to conquer the fear. So now I just make sure I have some food in my belly. I'm not drinking too much caffeine. I've got some water. I know what I'm talking about. Standing near an exit. Someone here needs to hear that even though it feels too scary, even though it feels absolutely unachievable, unattainable, out of your reach, it's not. Only thing stopping you is you.